Hi, my name is Gio. I'm the newest member of 3-Bit Gaming. Today we're bringing you the Whitebeard list that helped me get first place as the Light Star Championship Tournament. Shout out to Greg for hosting. So we're gonna break down the deck list for you. It is a little bit weirder than other Whitebeard decks. There are some ratios that other people aren't gonna agree with, but this is what get me the win. So let's get into it. So first we're gonna start with the first half of the deck, the first engine, which is the Straw Hats. So we're gonna go into the obligatory for Nami. Obviously, can't really play any less than this card. For Sanji, honestly, I was kind of like debating whether either play Sanji, Brook, or Luffy, and I just feel that Sanji was a little bit more of the choice. Just better to have in hand, and just, you know, you just don't automatically play it because you see it like I see a lot of people do with the promo Luffy. Then we have 2 of the Rush Luffy, mandatory at least 2. I kind of want to change the number to 3 just because of the fact that it's Rush Luffy and that's unblockable. We have 3 choppers. Despite being at 3, I actually did see this a lot today. I only had to grab it with Nami once, and even then it was only because it was the only target. That's pretty much it for the characters. Then for the events, we have 1 Rad Beam, 2 Red Hawk. Mostly, I want to see this when I'm playing either Queen or Zoro because I need to get rid of the board, just because of all the low costs. And for Queen, it's just mostly the blockers. And then obligatory 4 guard point, because why wouldn't you? So that's the Straw Hat portion. And then now we're gonna get to the Whitebeard portion. So we have 4 Izos, same thing. The reason why I play both searchers at max 8 is because I never want to waste my first turn. I always want to be doing something. I want to be proactive, because I feel like passing in Whitebeard and not doing anything is really bad, and I'm gonna have a bad game. For Atmos, I really want to see this card. My second turn, if I don't really see it, then I just feel like I'm not doing enough. It's a body, it's a 6K. If they want to go for it, they have to waste a lot of resources, either 1000 world or just it's a 6K, and it's really good. I really like this card. If I don't see it, then I would get really sad. Then we have Marco. 4 Marcos obligatory. Now I only run 2 Thatch. The reason why I bumped this one down to 2 is because I wanted to try and fit in the Red Hawks and other cards. There is a lot of options for Whitebeard, but even then, despite at 2, I always saw this card either with Izo or just drawing it. I never had an issue not finding it. Then we have 4 Ace. It's the last 4 rushes of this deck. Me and Alvin are talking about this. We decided that 6 was the golden number for rushers. I actually kind of want to bump this down to 3 so I could play the 3rd Luffy, but literally played this every game. And then we have the obligatory 1-ofs. So Whitebeard, Marco, Expander, and then the 2K counter Josie. Now, the last cards are not Whitebeard or Straw Hat, and this is where I'm gonna get the most slack for. I only play 3 Makinos and 3 Otamas. Why? Because I really dislike whiffing. Every time I whiffed, these were cards that I actually saw a little bit too much in deck and not in hand. Although today I did come in a situation where I wanted the Makino more than anything, because all I had on board was the Nami. But so she might come back to 4, but yeah, that is the deck. So we're gonna go through the matches that I had today. The first match was Katakuri. Katakuri, the game went literally how I wanted it to, which was double searcher first turn, second turn Atmos, 3rd turn Thatch, 4th turn Marco, 5th turn Whitebeard, and then after that Ace, and I got the game. Second beard was actually one of the decks I actually played against the most, but I literally did not struggle at all. I was playing against Zoro. This one was a Whitebeard. It was actually a little bit closer to mid-range, like low cost. He never played anything higher than 4, and that includes the Rush Luffy. So I was able to close that one out with no issue. Third was Daffy. I just had too much counter in hand. He 10 drop chain me and literally could only attack with the Marco. But when you try to go for game, I had 6 down open with 4 guard points and Red Hawk in hand. At that point, I don't think anyone wins. So we're getting to the 4th match, which I believe is the hardest that I had today, and that was playing against Crocodile. So going through that, I actually did not draw any searchers that one. Well, I drew 1 searcher and a chopper, and I actually whiffed an Ami. The one thing was that it was playing the Centaur build, so it was searching Pacifistas. It searched 1, which was actually an issue. So I literally immediately Otama Marco'd it just so I could get rid of it, because I already knew like it was gonna be an issue. That was probably the hardest match, because he literally went Mihawk, Red Rock, 1000 Worlds, and then last turn he played the 10 drop Kaido, which he actually he got rid of my ace, put it back in hand, and then he put back a 2k in hand, which actually mattered a lot, because it gave him his third 2k, and I barely had game. I literally hit the magic number with 11 with putting 9 on the Nami where I wanted the Makino. The last game was against Law. It was unfortunate because he didn't draw any Namis. He drew, he did have a Bonnie, but he literally, you know, he got it once and then he whiffed it, and then he didn't really have anything else. So I just swung into his Zoros, and I was able to keep him at a very low hand, very low board. So he only allowed once, and it wasn't even optimal. But yeah, we were able to take the dub today. I still think that Whitebeard is the best deck in all of set 4. It just doesn't, no other deck can compare to it. I mean, set 4 did bring a lot of variety to the game. You know, you have the green purple Doflamingo, the black blue Rebecca, the red blue Vivi, and it gave yellow a bunch of support. But I just feel Whitebeard is still the best deck right now. But I really had a really good day today. Obviously, you know, I got the dub. Shout out to Greg. You know, shout out to 3-Bit. Shout out to Alvin for the amount of testing that we did. It was kind of more like arguing, but we definitely did get the dub with the build. So thank you to Alvin. Thank you to Yasmin, my fiance, who got me the nice chopper mat. I really can't do it without your support. I can't do any of this without your support. Love you, hun. But we were able to close it out. So hopefully we bring you more deck profiles with more dubs. For now, I'm definitely going to stick to Whitebeard. You guys should look out for Alvin's next build. I believe he's going to take a championship with it because he has the sauce. Alright, so